Welcome back to you for another yummy update, friends. What's been cracking on? You know, it's very interesting, right? We have a Bitcoin green monthly candle. I've been hearing a lot about macro. Arthur Gaze believes that... Shout out to Arthur, by the way. Yeah, he's awesome. So Arthur Gaze, friends, just... It's too catchy, okay? It's too catchy, Arthur. Arthur Gaze, he really thinks the US Fed is gearing up to print money. And it is true, friends. You know how, like, in pDAI conspiracy... we can see the PulseChain, MakerDAO transactions and vaults happening in the background. Well, Arthur knows how to read all the balance sheet stuff and the credits moving around. And he can see that they're preparing stuff in different vaults, basically, different money accounts. And he can see, oh, they're setting it up so that they're going to get recommendations from researchers who are going to say to them, hey, we've done expert analysis, US Fed, we believe you've got to print money. That's right. You've actually got to cut rates and print money. And then, because the US Fed wants to do that. But they get a recommendation first and they go, oh, according to this professional analysis, definitely not us, they said we got to print money. And you might say, oh, what about the tariffs? Well, Jay Powell already came out. They've already said, oh, the tariffs are temporary, transitory. They're not going to last forever. Very interesting, right? Now, with that green monthly candle for Bitcoin, unfortunately, Ethereum's is red, under $2,000. Nothing else we can do. You want to know what's interesting, friends? Ethereum, I just noticed, right? It came back and it cracked back to its August 2024 price. Now, I don't know why, man. It reminds me exactly of what happened here with pDAI. That's weird. Look at that. Here it is in August. That's so weird, man. Damn, man, that's so... Isn't that weird, friends? The price action came straight back. Man, wild. And actually, I've just made a post here just to highlight it here for all the baby dolls. That's wild, man. That's crazy. You know, I see this type of stuff all the time in crypto, baby dolls. And with that, Pikachu in the jungle music. We are going to make it. Don't forget that, friends. Now, if you are interested, yes, my hat says... don't be a loser, keep gambling, of course. A lot of you interested as well. What's been going on with me? Well, look, here I am, friends, with the Roaring Kitty bandana on Matty Allen's show. So basically, friends, a lot of people, they're trying to summon me. They're trying to summon me. They're saying, do a debate. I'll fight you. Come on Twitter Spaces. They're all saying, step up. Come and yell into the microphone with everybody else watching. Live. Let's go. And look, man, friends, I already did, in the past 5 days, I did 4 debates, okay? I did a 1v4. I even did a 1v9. You were there. I did a 1v9, okay? Then it became 1v10. Then Royce and Hart came back. Shout out to my baby doll, Royce and Hart. Royce came out. Then it was 2v10. Okay? But I did a 1v9, man. That's wild. Wild! You only used to see that back in the Counter-Strike servers when it was 32 versus 32. So, you can watch me. What I'll do now, I'll just show you some screenshots out here. So this is with me on St. Wolf. He's FastAbdoul. And here, man, this went for 7 hours. My gosh. My gosh, that's quite the cracker. So I was here. It was just, yeah. This is a really good one. And they're all good. But that is literally FastAbdoul. We go bang, 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 bang. What about this? What about that? What about this? What about that? Everything. It was like snaps. It was just like, it's really good, you know. It's very clean. FastAbdoul is an upstanding, gentle sir out here. Both perspectives shared. Very respectful. Everyone loves them, friends. When I come on, everyone loves them. I always read your comments. I like it. I really do. Everyone loves watching these. They're always clean, always entertaining. Because, you know, friends, man, I'm in the trenches with you, man. I watch interviews for years and years with you. And I'm like, oh, what about this question? Or like, oh, I didn't get this joke. Can we just stop and explain to everyone what the hell is going on? Because there's all these like things going on in crypto out here. Another thing I did was like 1v4 here. We had on Matty Allen's show. Here I am coming out as well. Wow, I went for like 2 hours. That's crazy, man. That's already like 5-6 hours just in 2 days there. I don't know how I did this. And friends, I was pumping out 5 videos a day. Man. That's right. So, also, this is the Twitter Spaces. This is wild. This goes for this. This is cracker. This is like
find out what's really going on. Let a little bit of the dust settle.
There's a supposed exploit. So that's why I can about what you think.
So 4.5, 6.5. It was way lower. And then what I actually said was, I go, wow, that's weird because Hex's market cap at the top without the origin address was 45 billion. Interesting, my friend Sommi. Thank you for that. If I think I remember what I was saying in that was like a lot of people are saying, pDAI, there's not enough money to do the peg. I'm like, bro, yes, there is. Hex had $45 billion market cap at the top. Non-origin address, okay? If pDAI, firstly, if Richard owns a lot of the coins and Maria doesn't dunk the last 2.5 billion, you don't need as much as that as money needed. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just telling you, I've already made videos on this, multiple videos, because I wanted to find the answer myself. It reminded me of Bitcoin when I came into crypto. I've told you friends all the time, I came into crypto end of 2018. And I heard people saying it's going to zero and other people saying that the industry is still alive, okay? So I'm going to shut everything off. I spent 12 hours. I spent one whole day. I looked at every research. I was like, oh my gosh, this thing's actually going up. That was in the bear market, right? Of 2018. So I did the same thing with that. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to read conspiracy pDAI. I'm not going to read people who don't even look at stuff. I'm going to do the numbers myself. Okay. Look at the stable coins. Look at the market caps. What do they do in the bear market? How much money do you actually need? I went and checked all that. I realized, oh, there's some stuff here. I had no idea. Man, oh man, that's shocking to me. You know, like for example, there's no upside to holding a Tether coin in a bear market. Yeah. Okay, why did only 25% of people redeem their dollars in the 2022 crypto bear market? That's weird. Like if you had $100 billion, there's no upside. Why don't you just go withdraw the money and leave? Okay, only 25% of people did. The other just stayed there. It could have been unbacked. Isn't that crazy? So I started investigating all these, you know? So that's what I've been doing, friends. So we had 4 of these. 4. Man, huge. So man, that's like totaling 10 hours. Many topics were covered. Everything, pretty much everything's covered, damn it. We went like circles and circles and circles. That's why I explained to you all the time. How many times, friends? You've heard me all these. I go, look, you want certainty. I can't give it to you. Okay. I can tell you though, I like the bet. The only certainty I have is I am certain 99 people are on the other side of the room. I'm on one side of the room. I'm certain of that. I'm certain that a lot of these people are traditionally wrong. I'm also certain of that. I'm certain that also this can be wrong too. So it can flip the coin rate, right? You can also get it wrong. Yeah. Oh, you bet on heads, it comes out tails. 100%. Okay. There's some clear factors of all this stuff out here. And I'm also certain that the story keeps changing and things keep moving around. Okay. That's what I'm definitely certain of. So, and everything else, there's no like, hey, I can't give certainty. What happens next? Where does it go from here? I don't know, bro. I'm just a believer. Okay. Like there was no certainty when Richard came into Bitcoin. Satoshi rugged him, by the way. Satoshi just left. Yeah. Maybe Richard would have been sitting on a couple of $1 million and he lost it all because Satoshi left. We've never seen an experiment like that where, hey, the founder just leaves. What happens to the thing? Maybe Bitcoin. You know, friends, in another alternative universe, Bitcoin just goes to zero and then someone else makes another coin and doesn't rug it. See, I see the uncertainty. You got no idea. I'm feeling the same thing now, right? But I like that uncertainty. Okay. So many topics were covered. As I mentioned, I still exercise my belief that the blockchain is a communication system which allows free speech. I've never told one single person to buy pDAI and sell it if you don't like it. I have not told one single person to buy it. One, okay? I broadcast what I do on some stuff, okay? If people choose to fade me, go and do it, okay? I fade people all the time, okay? If you think I'm a pleb, it's okay, man. God bless you. If you think I'm a counter signal, fade me, bro. Fade me. It's okay to fade me. If you see, okay, let's go look at the chart. Okay, if you see the pDAI down, you're like, okay, you think, okay, Sommi, you are a retardio. This thing's down 95.54% right now in 6 months. You're saying, hey, that's a good sell signal. Okay, you want to sell something down 95%? That's okay, bro. I'm personally not doing that. That's just me. Instead, we're dishing out professional marketing pieces like this. It takes 3.2 seconds to peg your nipples. The same time it takes PulseChain to tell you about pDAI. So this is inspirational, friends. I have a friend, Pix on Chain. Okay, for some reason, he just started making random advertisements for chains. He made this one for Solana. It takes 3.2 seconds to read this ad. And first thing I did, I just made this. I made this, literally, it took me 5 seconds in Microsoft Paint, playing around in it. That's what, friends, this mind share of pDAI, it's enormous, man. They don't have anything like this. They don't. Nothing, no other chain has this, man. They don't. They all have their same copy paste. There's a DeFi thing. There's a money market. You know what? By the way, I keep hearing devs, adoption, where, bro? Where are they? Where? What are they building? They're building something useless. They're going to attach a token and dump on everyone like the rest of the crypto industry. We've done that scenario 15 times before. But then, like, I stopped myself from getting frustrated because I know who's saying that. KOLs who own the native token they're shilling. Okay, bro, you know what I'm talking about. You know that shit isn't different, bro. You know it's not. It's just you got an ICO allocation. Okay, you know what I mean? Like, you know it's trash. You know it's all trash. You know, it's so trash. We had a freaking meme season last year. That's how trash your stuff is. Also, to balance stuff out, free advice. If you are holding a coin in your portfolio that's down 99% after 4 years, some free life advice, okay? Stop judging other people. Take a look at yourself in the mirror and think about the type of person you want to be when you wake up tomorrow, okay? I don't judge anyone. If you make a decision, that's on you. I don't call other people stupid because they like or don't like a coin. I never do that. I don't judge. I keep an open mind. You know, once, by the way, Ethereum was the new kid on the block. You know that? Ethereum was the new lottery ticket. Pretty good lottery ticket, wasn't it? Bitcoin actually said it was stupid. XRP was the new kid on the block. Did 600x in 2017, man. Doge, stupid, outperformed Bitcoin for the past 10 years. That's right, by a 5x. Bitcoin's up 100, Doge is up 500. How about that? Hex. Everyone said it was stupid. They said Richard was going to dump with the origin address. Guess what happened? It did a 10,000x from the bottom. Okay? So people get in, they join that one coin that they're in. It keeps them for life. I get it. But don't forget, man, you were the lottery ticket punter at one point and everyone else called you stupid. And by the way, is your coin continuing to go up? No, it ain't. Why? Its name isn't Bitcoin. So that's why I'm talking to everyone. Peace and humility. Okay? Because we're all on the same team. We're all trying to make it together. Like, subscribe, belly button, all. Catch you soon.